Squash XL Pro is an elite team that work hard to train, play and run squash events on our journey to climb the world rankings. Like, subscribe, comment, pick up some of our merch on Teespring.
Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, back at the AQUAHEAT Henderson PSA satellite. We've got the third and fourth playoff in the men's. The two training partners, Lwamba Chileshe, aka the Bemba Warrior, versus Joel ARSCOTT, aka the Rocket Man. And that was a ridiculous backhand kill there from Lwamba. I think both of them getting knocked out yesterday. They'll just look to really enjoy this match, have a bit of fun, and yeah, it'll be good to see what they can do. That is another very lucky shot from the number one seed. A few laughs on court there. Louis actually off to a good start. Hunting well. Decent length. Shooting a lot as well. Ooh, unforced error there. I think Joel will try and look to play quite straight, use his straight kills, and then try and push up from there, create a bit of pressure from his good length that he can normally manage to maintain for a long period of time. Louis really pushing up on the volley there, creating some good pressure. Be good to see Joel try and speed up the pace a little bit. I think he looks quite slow at the moment, so I think he'll have to try and he'll have to try and speed up the pace, I'd say, get Louis in behind him, or maybe even lift. Slow it down, but choose one of the two so that Louis can get him behind him so he doesn't open up that volley where Louis is really lethal. Oh, it's a great shot there.
Just thinking about it.
It's good length there from Joel. It's a good rally from Joel, this one.
Stroke.
100% stroke there. Good call from Heather. Oh, and he slots it. And Lwamba gets that first game 11-1. So Lwamba leads 1 game to love. And for those of you who have just joined, we're back with the second game of the third and fourth playoff between Joel ARSCOTT in the red and Lwamba Chileshe in the white. coming into this tournament. Both are 1 and 2 seeds, so great players. Louis had a really good start at this match, so I think Joel's going to have to try and find a way to really get back in and find a way to put a bit of pressure on Louis. We had a big weekend last weekend with the Nationals. I think both the boys still feeling the come-down effect from that major event. Louis finishing second, did really well, nearly winning the final, lost 11-8 in the fifth to a great player, Evan Williams. And then we had Joel, who finished sixth, meeting Evan in the quarters, so they knocked him out of the main draw, which is quite a tough draw. But yeah, did well after that, played some good squash. So he's had some battles. I think his body's a bit battered, so I think he'll be feeling the effects of that in this match. I hope the night shift in England's going well. Tom Craig, so you just comment on the live stream. Good to have you tuned in.
Shooting.
Hope you enjoy the match. Joel doing well here. Not quite getting to that one, but did well to get on the volley there. Ooh. That call was a yes let from Heather. I think it's a good call there. Ball's a bit past Louis, but bit of poor effort to clear there from Joel, so I think a simple yes let is the right answer. I think it was, the shot quality was just good enough. I think Joel's really starting to find his length now, and when he gets into the space, he can play some really good squash. So I think it's good to see him tightening up a bit. Louis going for that one there, and that's a good rally from Joel. Oh, great shot there. Good squeeze on the backhand. Joel likes his backhand. Louis opting to play that one. Joel really stepping up here, putting a bit of pressure on Louis. Getting it in behind him. Good to see. Joel coming back from 7-3 down to bring it back to 7-0. It's a juicy stage in the second game. Louis doing a few nice lifts there. Oh, great shot there from Joel. Good length. and that's a great shot. Took it on with a backhand volley drop and then finished it off with a backhand nick. Oh, got a bit lucky there. I think Louis really been practicing his volley nicks in this tournament. Something he doesn't normally do in the big tough matches. So I think that's something he's just trying to see. Get a feel for, see how it goes in this tournament. I think that lift needs to be a little bit wider. Just putting it on Joel's racket there. Louis forcing it there. And that brings the game scores to 1-0. Joel getting that one 11-9. So we're back at AQUAHEAT Henderson PSA satellite. Louis getting the first point on the board in this third game. Those of you who have just joined, the game score is 1-0. Louis sneaking the first one and Joel getting that last one 11-9. So looks like it's going to be some good squash coming up. Oh, how'd he straighten that? Good court coverage there from Louis. Joel doing just enough. And he's just put that serve on Louis' racket. So we've seen Louis going for those nicks now whenever he can. Joel taking the ball in well short in this game. Which is quite interesting. Keeping it nice and tight. Oh, that's another one. That's a joke.
You're getting jealous of that?
Yeah, that's a scandal. Another good shot from Louis. Joel not liking that one at all. He's gone for it himself. Here's quite a fast-paced rally here. Oh, I think that's too good. Oh, that's lucky. It's very lucky, I think.
What the?
Got a hold punch there, but getting a lucky lead, I think. Oh, and he's dumped it in the tin. Loose cross court from Louis and Joel dealing to it. Good shot. Louis forcing it a bit here, I think. Joel just comfortably playing length. Oh, interesting serve. No one really looking like they're eager to win. Both happy to just bunt it around for now. Oh, it's a great shot. It's a good pick up though. I think we're getting to the business end of the game, so next few rallies will be quite tough, quite fast paced. I think Louis will try and open up the court a bit and play as fast as possible. Joel hunting that forehand volley a lot, which is good to see. It's a good lift there from Joel. Oh, he's taking that in really well there, Louis, on the backhand. Great drive there from Joel. Louis just getting that one back, managing to straighten it. It's a great rally here. Oh, good pick up from Joel, good recovery. Joel's looking like he's really finding his length now. It's good seeing him hunt that forehand volley again. Nice testing rally here. That's a great shot there after a long, hard rally. And now we're joined by Dave, who's made an appearance in this third game. Good to have you here, Dave.
Thanks, Tim. And I understand this is your warm-up for the final by talking about, well, your brother and John.
The two training partners. Nothing I like more.
I take that as honestly. So your match yesterday, just tell me a quick bit about that. I only saw a few minutes, but sounds pretty enthralling.
Yeah, we had a bit of a battle yesterday. It was a 72-minute match. First time I've beaten Louis in like 3 years.
Really?
So yeah, that was cool to win for once. I think he's sort of come down from last weekend's nationals. He had a huge weekend.
Well, you guys didn't do too bad, the two of you. What was it, second and third, if you want to put it that way?
Second and third, yeah.
And we do have the women's winner sitting very close by as well.
Yeah, I saw a wee grin there. Not quite as good as Emma, but we tried.
She's just grinning right now. And so far in this match, Tim, Louis and Joel having a bit of a traditional battle, hard-fought, long rallies. Joel's always going to get everything back.
Yeah, it's been quite interesting. They're both really opening up the court quite a lot more than they usually would. I think, other than the last two errors from Joel, he's had a really solid game. Really giving Louis a good run for his money. Oh, it's a great topspin. That's a great shot.
And Tim, we have all the doors open in this Henderson Squash Club, but it is, again, just like last weekend, very humid.
Yeah, it is very humid. It's good that the walls aren't wet yet. They were on the first day. Oh, they might be starting to get... Oh, it's a great reverse post. Joel managing to sneak it back to 10-0. Yeah, I hope the walls don't get wet. Oh,
that was
so we're dumping that one in the tin.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah. Maybe not focusing. He's had a few of those, actually. Oh, that's funny. Great shot there from Joel. That concludes the third game. Joel winning that one 12-10. So the game score is 2-1. And now we're back at the AQUAHEAT Henderson PSA satellite. Here we've got the third and fourth playoff. For those of you who have just joined, Joel ARSCOTT in the green, playing Louis in the white. And the current game score is Joel leads 2-1. Oh, that's a great fan there from Joel.
You can see there the step and then the almost step. Lwamba wasn't too sure whether he was going to quite get there with one step and then had to take two and didn't quite make it in the end.
Yeah.
So, Tim, you guys, the three of you in particular, Joel, Lwamba and yourself, you're not all sick of each other yet? Because, I mean, seriously, you've lived with each other, you train with each other, play against each other. Surely you must be thinking, go away.
Yeah, at times, for sure. Recently, not too much, just because we've been so busy with squash tournaments. We've been really close, training really hard. But yeah, at times for sure.
Well, that's the second time in the last few points almost that we've seen Lwamba get a little bit too close to the ball.
Yeah.
Perhaps a little bit of tiredness or fatigue coming in.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh. So that was very, very close to a stroke there. I actually thought Joel picked that one up. Do you think he got that one, Dave?
Well, I think it was actually... I thought he
got
was
that
about
up.
to pick it up. It's just whether or not, where was he going to go? Straight down the wall maybe? He might have been okay.
Yeah.
But it was
Doing
potentially
well to
dangerous.
squeeze that one. Good lift there. Oh, Louis maybe forcing it there.
It's getting juicy.
It's juicy. It's a good start for Joel in this game, the fourth game. Leads 2 games to 1, and he's got a few errors from the top seed. I think he did really well to get that last game, to sneak that one in.
He played a slightly more consistent game from the end part of it to Joel, and Lwamba, just a few little errors coming in. We've seen a couple already in this game as well. Oh, there's the ball just dying in that corner. Gee, it dropped.
Yeah, I think Louis is looking a bit slow there. When Joel's changing directions quite well.
Yeah, indeed.
I think Louis is struggling a bit at the front.
I think he's got a plan, and it seems to be working at the moment. Just make him change direction as often as possible.
Yeah.
It's all very well to go down one wall.
I think he'll definitely be feeling it after our match yesterday. Joel having quite a quick one yesterday, so I think Joel will be backing his body over Louis for sure.
And perhaps people don't realise just how much mental energy is used in a final for the New Zealand title.
Yeah, no.
As we saw last week as well. That's going to take a lot out of a person, physically and mentally as well.
Yeah, for sure. Take a lot out of him. He actually did really well to get through some of the lower-ranked players quite quickly.
Yes.
But even then, it's a lot of brain power, a lot of mental power that you have to use to get through those matches.
The stress of playing for a title, such an important title as well. Nice recovery from Joel.
Yeah, it's huge. Especially when that's what you've been training to peak for
3 times.
For months and months, Oh, Joel may be forcing that one there, but I think he did really well to recover in that rally.
Yeah.
I think maybe he should have just gone to reset that one, maybe chucked up a lob.
And Tim, for you, the 3 of you here, the 2 players on court and yourself, having the nationals and then the satellite tournament, when the rankings come out again in December, there's a possibility of you moving about 300 or thereabouts. You're going to move up a few spots, aren't you?
Yeah, hopefully. I'm hoping. I did. Oh, that's a great shot. Yeah, I'm hoping to move up a few spots. Would be really nice. Hard to know with what's happening around the world at the moment with all the satellites and tournaments and stuff.
But even though finishing 3rd and then also final of this tournament, that should move you. If you're 300, let's use that for example, that could move you up about 50 spots maybe.
I think I'm about 300 and early 300s right now, so I think I'll actually be top 300.
Yeah, well, that's great.
Come December. So yeah, that's really cool for me. Yeah, it'd be nice to get out of that 300s bracket, but in there so.
Well, it's those little steps, isn't it?
Yeah, it's those little steps. Yeah.
Oh, that's better play from the one. So a little bit of a comeback, last couple of points for Lwamba. nice. Yeah, it's a good shot. Good positive shot there
Yeah,
from
it's
the
a
one
good
that's
shot.
controlling the point and able to pick and choose where he went with that forehand.
This is a lot better squash from Louis. But I do think Joel's level has slightly dropped in these last couple points. So if he can lift it up to how he started in this game,
Yeah,
he could even sneak this one. Louis doing that a lot this match. It's about the 5th time.
it's about 2 or 3 times we've seen that one come straight back at him.
Yeah. Both sides as well, actually, backhand and forehand. It's a great shot. Oh, I nearly hit him.
Great recovery.
Take out the other one. The other side.
Eh?
Take out the other side of it.
I have no idea.
Off the body.
Oh, he's got
and
it.
up.
Oh, he's opted to play it.
Oh, you're kidding. Get there.
This is a great rally.
Oh, great change of direction.
Both of them doing a lot of work in this point. Oh, and that's a great shot.
He really had to stretch, dive as well, and do everything to get back in the rally. And then, wow, that was certainly the best rally I've seen so far.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's Louis opting to play that one, which was quite cool.
Yeah,
Quite cool to see. Joel did really well to recover.
I think he was quite impressed with the dive.
Yeah, I think he was just like, you know what?
That was good enough.
Great dive, let's keep going.
Impress me with your dive and we'll carry on.
Yeah.
Something else that was impressive overnight, I'm not sure if you heard the score of Paul Cole.
Yeah.
Beating Fares, and Love and Love in the last 2 games.
The last 2 games, I heard about that, yeah.
I mean, good on him, great. That's a fantastic way to get into the final.
I didn't quite manage to watch that one, but and I saw the score in the morning. I thought it was a typo.
Yeah,
I was like, surely not.
It was me typing and I'm thinking, nah,
Yeah.
I get that wrong.
Obviously played really, really well there. Also did really well to get through Marwin
Yeah.
in the quarterfinals. That was a huge, huge victory for Paul.
He's ranked 6th in the world, or very close now. And
Yeah.
beat Paul last time they played.
Yeah, yeah. And he had a big 5-setter with Greg Marsh the day before as well. So did really well to get his body in shape for that one.
Did that hit the seam
Hit the neck.
between the wall and the floor?
Looks really, really humid out there. See Louis' legs sweating. Don't normally see that. Joel just overstretching on that one.
Yeah, a bit of a false step.
Oh, great shot. A wee wink there from Joel, liking that one. It's good to see him really stepping up. Looks like he's controlling the pace right now, especially on that forehand volley. Doing really well. A lot better than his match yesterday anyway.
And Tim, so good to see a lot of people here on what is pretty much a fine weekend in Auckland as well. So a lot of people here at the club, Henderson Squash Club, putting on a great show.
Yeah, it's awesome to have a big crowd. Seats are slowly packing up, aren't they? Upstairs.
They are indeed. Yeah, it's good because there is people on all sorts of different courts as well playing their particular matches, and He was just hanging over the side here. It's a real, when you're down low and everybody's sort of looking down at you. When you play on this court, you sort of gotta look up and go, ah.
Yeah, you go,
what am I
oh,
doing?
wow, yeah. Yeah. Oh, and that's a great shot.
Disguised it well. He had the option of going cross-court on that backhand or down the wall.
Yeah, he really showed that cross-court, didn't he? He used his body really
It was-
well there.
Yeah, you could have sworn that was the shot he was going to play with his body.
Thought Louis was going to go for a nick there. Oh, it's a great shot.
That's a very good flat.
It's class. That's trademark Louis there, really.
Yeah. No matter how the ball came back, it was not going to bounce that high because the ball was hit so flat.
That's a huge part of Louis. Oh, I think it's a no let there. Yeah, went for the play there. What do you think about that one, Dave? It's a really big stage of the game. Louis did really well to take a space there and hit a really tight ball, but could Joel have got it is the question.
I got used to replays last week, and I'm just thinking maybe I need to see that again.
Yeah.
Maybe my eyes haven't adjusted to it again this week.
Well, Louis done well to save one match ball.
Yes.
Can Joel do what he did in the last game and bring it back? Oh, it's tight.
Oh.
Joel a bit frustrated there. And that concludes the fourth game. Game scores 2-2.
It wouldn't be a match between these two or with yourself involved as well if it didn't go to 5.
Exactly. Second 5-setter for Louis, so stay tuned to watch the fifth game.
And now back in for the 5th game between these two players who, well, at the end of the last game, there's a little bit of a question about a call. But that's what happens when it's so close, and these two know each other's games so well. Timwa, well, he's gone off to warm up for the final. Nice up the body. And you can judge for yourself on that one.
These guys friends or what? It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Exactly. Oh, and then the error after the call, which Joel didn't have go his way. It was certainly the 4th game was very entertaining. Some great recovery and great coverage from both players. All over the head. Oh, nice post. And I think that is the shot that Joel would love to play again. Certainly a lot better than that one. It was there for the taking. Yeah, good play, taking the ball on the full there, giving less opportunity for Joel to catch up to it. And we should explain here in Henderson it is very humid, typical Auckland day in many ways. Oh, and then off the 10. So 2 or 3 quick points to Lwamba. Gives him the advantage in the 5th game. And again, Lwamba just taking his time, certainly on the serve, nice lob serve. Yeah, it's good play. A powerful flick across court, and Joel knew where Lwamba was and just moved it across the court very efficiently and very quickly. Just stayed under the line. Oh, there was a bit of a slap at the ball from Lwamba, and would usually be to good effect, but not on this occasion. Got caught out with a change of direction and a change of pace from Joel. there's the error. So an opportunity there for Joel to come back just a little bit. That's... Ooh, gee. Well, it looks as though it had gone over the line, or certainly on it. Possibly more off it and over. And then the error, the forehand error into the tin.
Sharp.
Well, certainly for a while we had Lwamba running away with this particular game, but it's been a bit of a turnaround with Joel coming back, cutting out a couple of errors. See what can happen at this point. That's nice, little bit of height, and again. Yeah, good play. And using the boast well on that, taking the pace off it. Wherever he was, Lwamba was going to be in trouble.
Your volume's
Let's just see whether they're going to stick around the wall. No, crossing the court again. There's a nice forehand from Lwamba. No player been able to get the control of this point just yet. Working the corners and a little bit of an angle. Ball just dying in that forehand corner just a little bit. Both players slowing it down a little bit, trying to play the depth of the forehand. One of the longer rallies so far of this particular game. No one really giving an inch. And that's a good touch. Yeah, that's a good touch. A lot of patience from both players because that was lengthy. And when they played their forehands down the forehand wall, it was just depth, depth, and depth. Until finally it was the drop from Joel that came off for him. And very effective. We're now back to just 1 point in it. Well, this particular game has ebbed and flowed, and at the moment the flow has slowly gone back to Lwamba. Does have that 2-point buffer again. At one stage he was up by 3 or 4, and we did see a comeback from Joel to just 1 point. It was 6-7, I believe. Let's see what we can do with this particular rally. Slowing down the pace again. Nice positioning by Joel. Yeah. You could see where he went forward and dominated the tee, was able to move his opponent all around the court and to very good effect in the end. And back to 8-all. It wouldn't be a match between these two or with Temoa if it didn't go the full 5. Very rare that you have a straight game match between these players. But we'll have to test their memory and actually check if they can recall it. Oh. Coming under the ball just a little bit too much, not getting enough height on it. And we're just seeing the errors creep in now. Both players heads back going, oh, what the heck did I just do? Well, you lost the point, and it is tight because these two seem to do it together. If one hits a winner, the next one will hit a winner, and then goes the same way with the errors as well. And, oops. Over and out with that one. So just the last few points. No one's been able to really grab it by the scruff of the neck. A little bit of fatigue coming in perhaps. And where did that shot come from? It was the hitting behind my back. I'm blind. I'm still going to hit it well. And a little shake of the head saying, yeah, you can't train on that one. Watch your trick shot, and when it comes off, it looks spectacular. Well, a little bit too much angle on that one in the end, and that gives Lwamba Chileshe a game ball, and there we go. I think it's more relief than anything else as Lwamba takes it in 5. So congratulations there to Lwamba Chileshe. He takes 3rd place in this tournament.